In this lecture, we look at two algorithms: Warshall's algorithm for computing the transitive closure of a directed graph and Floyd's algorithm for the all pairs shortest path problem. First, we will see Warshall's algorithm. Consider matrix representation of a graph. It is given in the screen. In that, presence of an edge is represented by a 1 and absence of it is represented by a 0. In the shortest path case, we are interested in the path from one vertex to another. Remember that a path includes more than one vertex. For example, if you take this figure, there is a connection from A to B. So, the element at AB is given as 1. There is a path from A to D which passes through B, but you can see that A to D is 0. Since in matrix representation we will be putting a 1 only if two vertices are directly connected. Here A and D are not directly connected, so we will be putting a 0 instead of 1. So if you want to find out whether there exists a path, you need to do Warshall's algorithm. Reachability can be constructed by calculating transitive closure of the digraph. So by calculating transitive closure of this digraph, you can find out reachability or whether there exists a path between two vertices. So we start from the definition of transitive closure of a directed graph. The transitive closure of a directed graph with n vertices can be defined as an n by n Boolean matrix T, which is equal to T of ij, in which element in the ith row and jth column is 1 if there exists a directed path of a positive length from ith vertex to jth vertex. Otherwise, T of ij equal to 0. Or I can say that in the transitive closure of a directed graph, if there exists a path, we will be putting a 1, and if there does not exist a path, we will be putting a 0. Algorithm for calculating this transitive closure is known as Warshall's algorithm, which is named after Stephen Warshall, who discovered it. Warshall's algorithm constructs the transitive closure through a series of n by n Boolean matrices, where n is the number of vertices. It is made by calculating a sequence of R0 to R of n minus 1. So this one is known as R0 to Rn minus 1, and R of 1 contains information about the path that can use the first vertex as the intermediate. So if you calculate R1 here, R1 will find out those paths with the first vertex. First vertex is A as the intermediate vertex. So we will calculate R1. This can be calculated very easily. We will see it now. So you need to calculate R1. So for calculating R1, we first select first row and first column. So we select first row and first column. Next we will select the intersecting values. So intersecting values are, first one is this one, this one. So we will calculate this as, we will be taking AND of this one, 1 and 0, AND of 1 and 0. This is a Boolean matrix. If you take the AND operation, 1 and 0 is 0, then you will be taking the OR with the resulting value, which means 0 OR, which means 0 OR 0 and 1, which is 0. So you will be having 0 here. This value will be 0 itself. We will be having the row and column as such. So the intersecting value is 0. Next, 0 and 0, 0, which is OR with the 0, so it will be 0 itself. 0, 0 and 0, 0, which is OR with this one, that is 1 itself. 0 and 1, 0, which is OR with 0, so 0 itself. 0, 0 and 0, 0, then OR with 0. Next here, this one, 1 and 1, 1, or 0, which is 1. So we have a change of value here. 1 and 0, 0, or with 1, 1. So 1 itself, 0. So if you see this, you can see that this matrix represent the path with the A as the intermediate vertex. So if you can see that A as intermediate vertex comes in this one, D to B, DAB. So if you take DB, DB will become 1. So this is the 1 here. In fact, you can see that there is only one path which has A as the intermediate vertex. So we have an extra one here. Second row and second column. So you select second row and second column. We write it as such, second row, 0, 0, 0, 1, second column, 1, 0, 0, 1. Next, intersecting values, 0 and 1, 0, which is odd with 0, so it is 0, 0 and 0 and 0 and 1, 0, which is odd with 0, which is 0, 1 and 1, 1, which is odd with 0, that is 1. So we have a new 1. So this matrix actually means those paths with intermediate vertices both A and B. So you can see that AD has become 1. So which means that there is a path from A to D with B as the intermediate path, AD. There is a path from A to D with B as intermediate vertex. So likewise, if you fill this, sorry, this one is not R1, this one is R2. So if you fill this, you can see that values are zero one, 1, 1 and 1, 1, 1 and 1, 1. This is odd with the 0. So this will become 1. So this is R2. Next you calculate R3. So for that you will be selecting third row and third column. So you can write the third rows and third column 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. Next again you will be doing the same thing. So in the case of R3 you can see that it won't change the table, so you can write it as such 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1 1 1. So it is about R3. Next we calculate R4, which is the last one. So for calculating R4 we will be selecting last row and last column. Again you will be doing the same operation, but here you can see that there will be difference. So we will be writing last column and last row as such, last row, last column as such. Next, if you take the values 1, so this value you can update by 1 and 1 1, which is odd with this one, so it will become 1 1 and 1 1, which is odd with 1, so this will become 1, it is already 1 1 and 1 1. So first all are ones. So if you see that this will also become 1, these ones are zeros. So this is R4. So this is a transitive closure of this graph, and this result shows the reachability of this graph. So the 1 indicates that this is reachable, which means that A is reachable to A through other vertices. You can see that you can reach A from A by going to A, B, D and A. A to B is reachable. A to C is reachable. A to C is reachable by moving A to B, B to D and D to C. Likewise. So the algorithm for this is pretty simple. It is similar to what we write one for matrix multiplication. So we need to traverse row wise and column wise. So you can write it as, this shows the Warshall's algorithm. Input is adjacency matrix A of a digraph with n vertices. Output is a transitive closure of the digraph. So we start from R0 equal to A. A is the matrix representation where 1 is if there exists an edge we put a 1, and if there doesn't exist an edge we put a 0. So it is a Boolean matrix with the elements 1 and 0. Then we have a loop with 3 loops, k equal to 1 to n, I equal to 1 to n, j equal to 1 to n. So in this what we are doing is we are calculating R1. So from R0 we will calculate R1. R1 of ij equal to so in the case of R0 we select the first row and first column, then we will be updating the values at the intersection. So this is run here, this is done here. So for that, what we will be doing is we take the AND of these two values. So if it is A and B, AND of A and B, and it is ORed with this value to generate the new matrix, the value here, new matrix D. So this is written here. R1 Rk of ij equal to Rk minus 1 ij ORed with Rk minus 1 ik and Rk minus 1 kj. So this operation is written here. So this is about the algorithm.